When I was 11, I was really interested in magic and I wanted to learn how to make my teachers disappear. So I wrote a letter to Paul Daniels, who was the most famous magician on TV at the time. I didn't know his address or anything, so I just wrote Paul Daniels, BBC on the envelope. Within 2 weeks, I had a reply. I was learning magic pretty much every hour of the day after that. Hello. I'd like you to take a card, please. And don't let me see, but you can show it around. And can you just put it back anywhere in the pack? For me, magic's always been a hobby, a way of getting transported into another world, so I never really wanted to do it as a full-time profession. Let's try again. Pop it back anywhere you like. After school, I actually decided to study electronic engineering. I thought that engineering was very similar to magic in that it's lots of very kind of complex, secret ways of achieving amazing things. There's one last trick I'd like to show you, quite a special one, but I've got a couple of things to do today quickly. You got a bit of time? Okay, I'll be right back. The place we're going to now is a really, really special place to me because it's where I was able to fuse my two passions, the electronic engineering and the magic, the Innovation Design Engineering course at the Royal College of Art. And this is where I studied. To me, it's like a mad inventors course. There's people from all sorts of disciplines who come together. Traders, engineers, actors, and sculptors making inventions together. Everything you touch, everything you see, everything you interact with has been engineered and designed. And these ideas come from places like this. They come from the clashing of so many disciplines. I wouldn't have been able to study here if it wasn't for the Royal Commission for the Exhibition of 1851. They supported me all throughout the course. Coming here and studying design completely changed my life because I was able to take the two things I loved the most, the magic on one side and the engineering on the other, and turn them into my career. We set up Special Projects, our design and invention studio, with this fusion of magic and design and technology in mind from the beginning. This is actually one of our first projects here at Special Projects, and our client Samsung asked us to try and find a way of making smartphones easier to use for people of all ages. And rather than designing a new phone, we actually tried to change the way that you learn how to use it. And we transformed the packaging into these two hardbound books. Now, the first thing you see when you open this one is actually the SIM card. And it tells you, this is your SIM card, the heart and soul of your phone. You actually see the phone inside the book. So you slide the SIM in. Now, normally this is the bit where people want to throw the phone across the room because it's so frustrating. But by doing it in this way, we made the whole experience really magical, and people were actually giggling when they were setting up the phone. The next book is actually the main manual. You put the phone actually in the manual. All of the instructions point exactly to where you have to press the phone. So we took something that was really complex and quite messy, looking at a little manual here, looking at the phone, and we put it all together in one place. It created a really effective way of learning how to use your phone. By taking this sort of step-by-step revelation and wrapping it up into this sort of transformed book, we've made this experience feel very magical. Welcome to our studio. So this is another project that we engineered using cards. So the problem we were asked to solve was to try and find a way of encouraging people to explore their phone, because a lot of people just don't really know how much their phone can do. And we thought that cards were a perfect mental model because they don't really need explaining. Everyone knows how to explore a pack of cards. So what we did was actually make a card for every function of the phone. Take a photo, call someone, send a message. When you want to actually perform one of these functions, like take a photo, you just tap the card on the phone and it immediately jumps to that function. On the back of the card, it actually explains how to get to that function without the card itself. Every card has actually got a little chip inside it, and the phone has got a sensor which is able to sense it. So we didn't need to add any kind of crazy technology to the phone. We were using something that was already there. I think this project for me is a really nice example of combining engineering and magic. On the one side, you've got the technology to actually make this work, but on the other side, you've got this quite kind of magical experience that you create, just simply tapping a card on a phone and something happening. So all I've got to do now is finish that trick I started at the beginning, and I couldn't think of a better place to finish it than my favourite magic shop in the world, Davenport's, which is actually under Trafalgar Square in London. You still remember your card?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Watch really closely. No matter how heavy or complex the engineering and technology is behind something, for me it doesn't work unless it can create a real feeling inside someone. Is this your card?
Yeah. Wow.
Like witnessing magic.